I can say lots of things on stream.
He literally called out the black belt. He was like,
I did not call you anything.
it makes my really
You have proof?
I got it wrong.
Me? I can go
You're gonna find lots of other things, I say. All right, can I go over today's stuff? Wait, what? Too bad.
Chemistry. Too bad.
49.
You're done with the homework.
We already passed that.
Your chance.
All right.
I'm kidding. Oh yeah. No, actually, wait, were we actually supposed to use the graph? Is that to the band?
All right. How many degree difference here? There's no degree difference. Okay, so if top is greater or equal to the bottom degree, so it could be greater or equal to. So it can be greater or equal to. You'll love this. Long division.
Okay.
Okay. So those of you guys that don't know how to do long division, it start at 4th grade. Okay, so this is how you do long division. You need to worry about placeholder in terms of here. If it's, you got 1072, the 0 is a placeholder. Does that make sense? If you have 1072. So here we're gonna start with a not first space because 1 cannot divide it by 12. 19 can divide by 12, so it's 1 here. So you don't start at first space. A lot of people start at first space. That's wrong. You should start at second space because 1 cannot divide by 12. 19 can divide by 12, so you start at a 9 and start at second digit. So that's gonna be 12. And there's a minus sign here on the left hand side. Shh. There's a minus sign on the left hand side here. And so subtracting. So 1 minus 1 is going to go away. 9 minus 2 is 77. And we go to 672. That's going to be minus. That's going to be 52. And see that minus signs there? You see that minus signs there? Kind of important. And then it's going to be 4, 48. That's going to be 4. Now, in your 4th grade, you write down 164 R4. That's bad. In high school, if you write like this is bad. In high school, you're supposed to write it like this, plus 4 over 12, like this. So that's a proper way to write it. So then, okay, how do I do long division? So if you have the top is going to be here, divided by x squared plus 1, like this, right? Now, here's the thing. There's a placeholder. So because there's a place here, plus 0x. There's a placeholder there because there's skipping degrees. You learn that in math. Do I start at first space or second space or third space? X squared can divide by x squared plus 0x plus 1. There's 3 places, so you start at the 3rd place. 1. And that's going to be x squared plus 0x plus 1. Now you're going to subtract like you draw a circle with a minus sign on it. So it'll be x squared minus x squared. That's going to give you 0. This is going to give you x. So here, instead of be 2, it's going to be 0. So it'll be 1 integration of 1 plus x over x squared plus 1. Does that make sense?
Why is it the integration of
What?
Oh, no. The remainder? Oh, it's like
So now I split both part because this one is 1 and this one is x over x squared plus 1 dx. Is that okay? This one just x, right? And this one's going to be u substitution, so it's x squared plus 1 du equal to 2x dx, and then du over 2x equal to dx. So it'll be integration of x over u dx equal to du over 2x. So x cancel out. So x equal to plus 1/2 du over u. So now it's 1 degree difference. So it'll be x plus 1/2 ln of x squared plus 1 plus c. Biology. This haven't started yet. You see me like sneeze like 50 times a period. And
people get allergies.
I started like mid-February.
Oh, you know.
mine is beginning of March.
Like mid-February to like end of April. I only take a like the allergy pill a day.
No, there's this guy that I work with, and it's so bad. Like, oh my gosh, even when he talks, it's like.
Long division, is that okay? Now this question is gonna be a little bit harder. This one doesn't have long division. Give me a second. So this question is not the integration's hard, it's a long division's hard. Rayhan? Rayhan's good. Rayhan's not annoying. He's pretty
No,
cool.
I don't know who he is. Because I know another.
He's Korean, he's kind of big.
He's
Oh,
funny.
the sweet one.
He's very like smart. Like he can hold a conversation in Portuguese.
He can speak Arabic too.
He can speak Portuguese, Arabic, French, and Haitian Creole.
Okay, I had 8 examples with him. He didn't talk.
Wait, what? They live in different countries or what?
He just loves the learn language.
How does the guy sweat?
Wait, what?
Like he's so loud. How does he sweat? What are you so loud?
Can I move on or no? Okay, so we have integration of 2x over x plus 1 squared dx. Now this question's a little bit harder. I want you guys to give a try first. Now, how many degree difference here? 1 degree, right? But here then there's something else you had to do here, so it's a little bit tricky.
You said this was it long division?
No,
Right?
I don't think that's right though.
You said there's 1 degree difference? Yeah.
So this one's a little bit different. This one's harder. This one just learning how to think about things.
that's fair. You're gonna be so confused.
If you got stuck, just stop there. I will go over it.
I think I made it.
Oh,
I did.
wait.
I have 2x.
Hold on.
No,
X squared plus 2x.
and then
You divide the lemma at the top.
Did you get this?
So it would be 2, it would be no, 2x on the two sides.
But you can't cancel. You can't just cancel the 2x.
yeah, no, it's just two.
Oh, I forgot. Can you factor out the 1/2? Yeah, but can you not do like 2x over 2?
Yeah.
You mean knock off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not saying you're old, but like
No, you're always like,
Probably your diet.
I'm dying.
No. Your diet.
Diet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm vegetarian.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a lot of.
I thought you say I'm dying.
You're not. You're not.
no, but you also have to picture.
Yeah, it's lovely.
He's always mad.
I'm eating chips. All right, so integration of u squared. Do you see this?
Oh,
Yeah.
And the du is equal to what? Dx. So I have everything in the du except 2x. Yeah, the backsub. So the backsub here is required because there is a
you saw for
x on the top. So it'll be u minus 1 equal to x.
Mr. Gray, I did that.
You did that? Congratulations, you did well.
Thank you.
But there's a parenthesis here, be careful. Let's miss that parenthesis. Now this one is gonna be 2u minus 2 over u squared du. What do I do after this?
Wait, I don't get why you put the two.
What? What do you do after this? We did the back sub already. What do I do here? What? We can split, can we?
Yeah.
Oh,
So can I simplify it down to 2 over u du minus 2u to the negative 2 du. So this one's going to be 2 ln of x plus 1. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Minus integration of u to the negative 2 is going to be u to the negative 1 over negative 1. So it's going to be plus 2. And this is a 1 over x plus 1 plus c.
All right.
This is very inspirational.
Is this okay?
Take out this 2
Wait, don't-
for the
don't
second
forget.
you take out this 2 and
Yeah,
then you
you
take
can
integration of
also
u to the negative 2 and then
Why'd you do that something?
Why did I do back sub? Because this has one more x here. I need to convert that x to u. Okay, last question of the day. Now this time that you have dy dx, right? And you're like, well, dy dx is the same thing as f prime of x. That means I have to take integration, right? But like I say, on AP exam, you need to do something else. This type of question, you need to do something called separation of variable. This step is called separation of variable. It's gonna earn you 1 point. And what I mean is just multiply dx on both sides. And then after that, you take integral. If you integrate dy, that's gonna give you y. So same thing is still integrate both sides, but just separation that dx and dy. And you integrate both sides. So the problem is, how do I integrate this?
Zoom in.
What do I set u as? Be careful. What do you think about what u is? That won't help you ever. If you set u equal to x, you do not change anything. I'm sorry, not being
No,
rude.
yeah, I thought it was because like the derivative of x.
Why?
Because then it becomes E, right?
No.
Oh.
It's like X.
Oh, wait, no, then we got 1 over x. 1 over x.
What?
It's 1 over X.
Yes. You,
Oh.
Ava, good job.
I'm on a roll.
And then do you realize that this, if you solve for dx, that's gonna be x du, right? So that becomes integration of 1 over x u, and this one is gonna be x du. Do you see that? The x cancel out, just like what she says. Now this is a natural log of x. Let's see.
Okay. Not too bad, not too bad.
How long did the test take?
35 minutes. Did you finish earlier? What should we get like? It's so good.
It's not hard. Like some questions are the same on that.
On this packet? Like what?
Like with all those. Like there's this one. Something like this.
Okay.
There's all those questions and things.
Okay.
You know? Right?
Yeah.
Is this okay? How much time I have? Okay, I'm not teaching anything new, just finish this. I'll post the homework
Gia
early.
is definitely still sick.
Not contagious anymore.
You better not.
Mirana's being sassy today. You better not.
No, I'm not sick. The doctor said if you don't have a fever, just go 24 hours.
But like the
24 hours.
Oh,
Wait, Mr. A, could you go to the one that's before this? It's 2X.
What?
Could you go to the one before this? On the no.
Period. I love the dedication. You went to sleep at 8? I went to sleep at like 12.
But I will have to
Why do I go so early?
I've had to wake up for minutes.
Like what?
that's why some of them said.
Like I didn't.
What worksheet are you playing?
I don't know for
I don't miss you. I miss your total.
Yeah,
Examples for now. When it's above the
Are you coming to that?
root group, as long as it's sort of like some kind of midpoint, you
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
so that was
I didn't do that.
Oh, you are last
新年快乐.
Oh, thank you.
this time. Oh,
I'm not sure how to do this. Right now, actually.
Senior. That's when we could, that was the word. It's the direction, the board switch. No, replay it.
You guys ready for test tomorrow?
Yeah, of course.
Incorporate integral, Euler's method, fractions, light work. Alright.
Emerson.
Hey, you didn't tell me before I.
I don't think like taking it out.
You disgust me. But what is it, I know? Pretty nerdy, I remember.
Take it out. Like, you don't want to beginning.
How are you? It's not No, but
No, I watch multi.
Oh, that was your face. Bro, stop one. It's like 80, dude. What? What? Ooh. That's the only fun part I'm not enjoying the game. Oh my god.
No. He has the look and he has the intelligence. That's like so many.
Oh.
Baby, baby,
Mr. Ye, 新年快乐！
新年快乐，新年快乐。
Azul! I never study verses. What do I say?
You got some. So are you gonna study about process, or are you gonna me going over the next topic? I have people playing Brawl Stars right now, so I mean, these are the games. What? Then you better be studying, not Brawl Stars. Or what's that? Basketball? Whatever. Black Panther? Yeah.
I'm trying to get more. So all I have the rule is a fair game. All kind of indeterminate form. It could be like one to infinity. It could be like infinity minus infinity. It could be like infinity over infinity. But also it could be like FRQ questions. Or it doesn't matter. So every game is fair. So.
Like how
Oh, you have it.
Yeah, one.
It's not like
What did you guys? Yeah, we don't go over like I said the tangent. I was talking about like
I call it divergent problem. There's no such a term.
I mean, yeah, it's just like how will it go through like, yeah, bro, no, what I'm saying is like, if you have 1 over x, oh, it's this is
Yeah, it is mathematics. It's just that 1 over x versus 1 over x plus 0 That's line. A little bit. Not that right. So then 1 over right? This is gonna be a little bit below. No, actually over 1. Okay. So do you understand that you can
because with the
As the degree raises, it gets closer, right?
yeah,
That is
and then you will get a final.
no with the table.
Yeah, you will get a conversion.
You just do
You
it
get a final.
tiny bit here.
But if anything above that line, so 0.99
So,
above
how
that
do you
line. So 1 over x is like the smallest like
How do you get
that you can have.
Why is
Oh,
that?
this
Right?
is
So that's why we learn the right?
no, I
You see? I don't know.
an X. And and they give it to you. Where do you get the fucking one here? Then
Oh, bro.
so then you can have
Wait.
and then you get negative 12. And then you set up a
Is there anything like the rotating of the axis?
using these values. So that's how I got the
Oh, like one rotating axis.
and you get 2. And then you
They already allow you
do with your new X and Y
I don't
values.
have to pull
On
that one out.
DYD. And you can whatever the fuck it's called. You can
Put inside the bowl a little bit.
Hey, I didn't.
you just make it.
I bounced back.
So we already know what the Y is. So the
What was that?
yeah,
Negative percentage.
yeah. You just have to remember that FX, you just make that.
29 of 190.
Yeah, so now you have one, and you do the same thing.
Well, how under?
Fill it out. Use one for what? New X. And then you go.
Oh, wait. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, and then it also tells you like how you use.
Sorry, my
I'm
bad.
trying to give you like more.
That's your
No, 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 it's okay.
that's 0.5. You're welcome.
What does this actually?
It is very easy. You just have to be really careful.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Although one time I was in
So we're gonna have 2 more and more.
I mean, my problem did he bring one more? But like,
No.
Oh, 0.
Oh my goodness.
how much they hear? I mean, you be saying some dumb stuff really fast because we're in the back. And he read the line today in class, like we were both zoning out in the back of class, and Omar's like, he said to me, he's like, read the line above, and he just oh, level, like that, you know, not really mad, but it's hard to focus on that. Today was really hard. Today felt like day job. I feel like another day is like 4 times. Huh? We're on like 9. No, 8.
My period, yes, that's
How long before this? Huh? 8. Wait.
yeah, really nice.
No, he's like reteaching 10% reading large concepts.
That is actually very important because you're going to have to give me. Which is the hard fire test for me to make sure that and that we're going to have to do the statement. We'll get that to what's the most useful, find the actual, all my hand fast. Make sure that I can watch.
You think you can do that? But you probably be better than No. You're comfortable in that, but I need it in stats in order because we need to have a good stats. I don't know how to have a T-score, but that's basically we are looking at a T-score.
Did you find Omar about that now?
Let me know if Aris will do it or not.
T-score. We only dealt with T-score. Oh, wait, yeah. So that's for.
I don't know how T-score works, but they look at a team's T-score and then combine it with sweepstake. I don't know what's T-score.
Oh, they use T-score as a metric to score you.
Yes.
in the team?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know what T-score is. So you guys can know.
Yeah, we can do advanced. I need to do a lot.
They did FTC and then
On the tests, they're gonna be a little like test questions, like be able to be a shell method and 5 areas.
Usually, this is 1996.
But for your test, is a question gonna be on there?
No, because those have a little bit of both, but you don't have to do shell math. I don't think you do shell math.
Are you gonna do like the largest square in this graph?
Because
It's gonna be very strictly on certain topics. So Boyle's method, partial fraction, partial fraction, partial fraction. And so it's very specific only to where it is done.
So the T-score is like comparison to two means, or like
So if I just have one person take the test, it's better than like me. Four people take a test?
not necessarily, because they go over kids all the time.
But what if I have one person really good?
But I mean, like,
Because my son by himself, he didn't score really high, but he scored 35. And he didn't score that high in the individual test.
yeah, like I suppose so.
I don't know how he scored.
So it's just like you have one mean and you have like the T-score is a comparison between two means. It's showing the significance of or the statistical significance of each mean, how good or bad.
Yeah, you definitely should be on the staff.
I need my notebook back. I don't know. Been a whole year since
Can I show you the test?
yeah. The scores of the students I would presume.
So, and they judge off that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. If everyone has a really low score, and the T-score is low as well, how are they gonna judge you?
So we have a sweepstake. So like I said, it's competition resource result. So Orlando Science. So yeah, so they go by the T-score, and they actually go with top 4 T-scores. So my son didn't score really high, right? He scored 35.951 for his own, like he just had one competitor. So I was thinking about, should I send one competitor that's super good, or should I send multiple?
The thing is, you're talking about the points. How can you you can't guarantee that someone who's very very good will get.
Well, even then, they kind of, I don't know exactly how they calculate it, but it's kind of like an average. So
Yeah,
if you don't have,
yeah, because it's a comparison of means.
But what
So
if
it's
like
gonna
it's
be
somebody who's really good and just take it and their average is automatically high?
yeah.
no, like the average.
Because right now
No, no,
we
but
are
he's saying that
low.
there's only
Yeah,
one
no,
person on
even
the
that,
team.
because there's you need 4 people on the team, or else your score is automatically going to be.
Wait.
Because they do factor in like submission slots. I think, like if you
Okay,
go,
so you have 0-0 for the 2 categories, algebra 2 and the other one. So does that mean that they just don't count your score?
Yeah, they don't count. They don't add
yeah,
up
only
to the.
count
So that
top
means you're-
one.
They just add us 3 points.
So
Look,
basically,
1, 2,
you
3.
can't really just like do anything in the competition unless you have. Like you can't place high in the competition unless you have someone in all 5 categories.
That's why I'm trying to recruit.
So well, 4. We only have 4 categories.
So
We can get 4 best one. We can still recruit 5,
Yeah, we can do
but they
5.
still can count 4
Yeah,
I
best.
mean, it's better than 0.
Yeah,
You
so
have
right
five
now it's 0. So sweepstake is you're gonna count all 4 categories. So even like a Fraser who's really high, their T score is only a
I mean,
75.
yeah, because they have 17,000 kids to compete. So I mean,
No, all their 4 kids are good. So look at the 4 kids that they have. So let's look at the top 4 kid individual. So result, right? The top 4 kids are Fraser. So their score is 145, 145, 135.
Yeah, look at the team.
Wait, what's another Fraser? Yeah, so it's 127. Their
Yeah, look at
look at the team score.
look at team score. Okay.
Raise your high.
Yeah. So
They had a T score of 75.
So what do you mean? Is that,
how does it go by the T score? I
what do
don't
you
know
mean
how
is,
do they
like,
calculate
So you
that.
can see here that in this school, like, they scored really high in the team, right?
Yeah.
But they're still on the bottom because they only have 2 members.
She just really likes it.
So that's what I mean. Like,
So you still have more people the better.
This is a comparison of 56, 40, and I probably think 0 and 101, which brings the mean all the way down to 41, I would presume. I mean, I have to check it again, but I haven't looked at
How is this all above? How is this all above 75, but the T-score is 75?
yeah. So it's not.
I don't remember exactly.
It's not
I know what it is. I
Kind of like
forget the calculator. Because usually we just did it on the calculator. There's something called the Z. Actually, I can show you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe you can plug it in. It's not. It's not an average, but it's kind of like.
Because
So I'm wondering, should I bring one best kid
No, you
or
need
four best
more.
kids?
You need four.
you would need.
Because see, they have two really good kids here, or
Where?
like
Set network?
yeah, or whoever has two kids, right?
This one.
I mean, 100 is good, 59 is already, but they still scored really high T-score too,
94.
and yeah, they're on the bottom.
Compared to this one, or compared to the.
Yeah, if you notice the T-score, they're ordered by.
But the T-score is only 1 point higher by putting two extra kids.
It's not T-score.
They have their T-score is a different thing than the
What they
actual.
do is they do the D-score, which is like
The T-score is
they pretty much convert it to like a number from like -101, where you use mean and standard deviation, and then like here you can read about it.
I can't read. I'm not gonna read. I'm not bothered to read.
So-
That's why I don't teach
So the
statistics.
reason that it's like that because they use a different formula to determine T-score than statistical T-score.
I mean, if you notice, both the total score and the T-score are ordered by highest to lowest. So that means that total score roughly corresponds to T-score, roughly. Not
So you
exactly.
still have to have a high total score.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you cannot have a low total score and have a high, like a really high T-score. And like you're saying an example about your son, right? Who did place really well in the individual.
Yeah, so he scored like really low, but he's got like 35 points on his own, and I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
how it
kinda
works.
But
An
like,
average, but
I
it's
think
much-
I see it. I think I would see what you guys saying. Like he scored like all the way to the bottom. He's like 44 points.
It's because like what it is, it's like the formula they get the Z-score, they multiply it by 10 and then add 50. So like it's pretty much impossible to get a negative T-score or 0, because that means you have to have a Z-score of -5, which that's like -5 standard deviation. It's crazy.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That,
So
we're talking about standard deviation.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're taking the basically the entirety of this, taking the mean of it, and then calculating each individual person's score, making the standard deviation, and determining how far away they are from the standard deviation. Because that's what T-score is, right? It's to determine how far from the standard deviation the mean is, because it's a comparison of mean. Does that make sense?
Then I'll show you one of the tests for stats. See if it,
So
if
it's an average, but
it so if it see if it looks
So
familiar.
I would assume so. Your son had a relatively high standard deviation or relatively high T-score, right? Which means that their points are a lot close. Like the whatever event he competed, the scores are generally a lot closer. So if the points are from 50 to 25, and he scored a 30, and so did almost everyone else in the category, and there's 100 people, the T-score is obviously going to be a bit higher than calculus, which ranges from 30 or 25 all the way to 150. Does that make sense?
Okay. So this is a stats test look like.
Okay. That's pretty easy. Okay. That's unit 4 from outside.
Like it does look like gibberish to me. I don't understand.
That first one's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Pretty much anyone in stats should be.
Yeah.
I think you can bring calculator out of this test.
Oh yeah. I mean, you need legitimately you need a calculator for
It's because of the stuff that you couldn't do.
Yeah, this definitely calculate question.
that.
Decimal places.
Complete the sum of the mean and the sample standard deviation. The sum of the mean? What?
The sum of the mean and sample standard deviation. You're adding the standard deviation and the mean. So you do all of them, whatever. That's it. Right.
That's a lot of reading.
So theoretically, all you would have to do for the previous question is add them all up on your calculator, divide by n, which is 5, I think, 6, 7, and then just add up the or actually that's what you can do a lot easier.
I would just put them
The
in
calculator give you a standard deviation already.
Huh?
The calculator give you a standard.
No, yeah,
deviation.
you only have to do what you put in the table. It gives.
Yeah, they give you a standard deviation right away.
So, yeah,
So do you think like this test is hard?
I mean, I didn't.
I mean, the first
it
8
gets
questions.
progressively harder, so I would like if you scroll all the way to the
So
bottom.
let's go to the bottom. Oh, this is probability.
Probability is not that. So this is conditional. No, that's conditional. No. Scroll all the way down. This is question 30. Let's see how hard.
PDF. Okay.
Okay. That makes
Wait, go up to the graph.
F sub x.
It's based on this graph.
Okay, that I think is stats. This is stats.
I don't know what's this.
This is what you taught us. This is the I stuff.
Yeah, but what is the X one?
This is I think that's stats too. I don't know.
I think that's a CDF or PDF, right?
Oh yeah, that
That's
is expected value.
just E of y given x1 is 40.
Yeah. That's great.
Something you can do, of course.
Nah, that's stuff
Complete
like
the variance of y. Variance is standard deviation square, right? Complete expected value of y
Where's your notebook?
with Landon.
Then. You need to give him the notebook back.
bruh.
Complete the, wait, is this all based on the
Yeah.
the graph? Okay, that makes sense.
Based on this.
Uniformly generates two random integers x1 and x2 from 1 to 100 inclusive with replacement square root of y. Yeah, I don't think we can do that.
Oh yeah,
No, I don't think I can do that. That is outside the curriculum.
Outside the curriculum. Yeah, but they are a lot outside the curriculum, so.
And like
Let's see if this test is easier.
and
Hold on.
Cooper is not like he will teach outside of the curriculum. So, I mean, I'm sure if you could ask him to do it, he could probably do it. Like, I don't think any staff could do it here unless they're.
Well, it's fine. We just need to have a comparable score. It doesn't really like need a,
I mean, what I would assume is that
Let's look at this test. This test should be easier.
everyone can probably do the first 10 to 15 problems, and then after that, it's just like guess and check. Yeah, this is all easy stuff. That's all like the very first thing you learn.
Because features is one over.
Wait, can we go over some more?
Do we have one?
So even if it's like x plus 2, you don't need to x plus 2. Oh wait.
I think this is still pretty easy.
Two-way table.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. How long do you have? You have an hour? Go down to questions.
You have to read really fast because I know you're good at reading.
I know, but like this.
But if normally people,
You have to skin, no. You can't just read the skin, bro. You have to
Yeah,
like,
no, you
oh,
have to, like, you cannot read.
so I think you and maybe Chris have a best shot at this.
Like
Chris, Christopher.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of washed.
damn. Be confident.
I don't even know anything. I'm sure if I looked at it, I could do it, but like I wouldn't be able to do any difficult stuff. And so it's not. There's no benefit of having me over having anyone who hasn't already done it or who isn't doing it right.
Yeah, but people who do stats, they have to be good at reading too. They cannot just be good at math.
Yeah, but I mean, you have.
It has to be both.
There
It has to.
I would say that there is greater harm than benefit of having me on the stats team because A, I have a higher likelihood of probably missing something because I haven't looked at it in so long.
What's your SAT score?
1480.
What's your reading score? I might determine by reading score rather than my math score. Unless I think it's
Yeah,
more.
bro, I could have got so much higher. I think controlling so much. I thought on one of the other ones I got everything much right.
So I need to pick somebody who's decent at math and who's better at reading because
There's a lot less like mathematics. Like the hardest thing is legitimately moving a variable from one side to the other.
yeah, there's no math.
95% of the math is done on here, so you don't even have to have someone good at math. Just someone who is good at stats, which is 95% reading. The only issue is like these harder questions. Like Oh my god, these squares are questionable. Some of the squares. Oh, this you can do on a calculator. 24. There's a function to do that exact problem. So,
Yeah.
Because you didn't even want to compete in calc. You just want to help. But I rather, if you help, I rather you put it in stats. Because I can ask people to run around.
I mean,
And just for this competition only, pretty much.
I think
Because Seminole we can go back. Because this one we have best shot because Seminole is a bigger competition. This one is like we actually have a slight chance if Suncoast doesn't show up, then we actually have a chance to do well.
but okay, so here's
If Suncoast show up, we cannot be top 3. So that's because there's Seminole,
here's what I can say.
Suncoast.
I can look over my notes. I can do both the statistics individual tests and the calculus individual tests from like a certain amount of years, or like a certain competition ago, and then determine my score on each of them. And let you know. I'm being completely honest with you. I think that there's more harm in having a stats individual stats team than someone who is currently doing
No, I
it.
feel like it starts off really easy, then it gets harder.
Nathan, do you think you have a shot at this?
Huh?
I know you rather do calculus.
Obviously. You do both or no?
They are the same time.
And honestly, I'd rather, if I were to compete, I'd rather do calculus than stats because I have to focus on my actual mathematical skills doing stats. So I'm going to do this in college anyway.
That's helpful.
I mean, this might be helpful, but I don't think just doing it for competition purposes, where the only goal is to get points, is necessary for me and for the team. Is my honest opinion.
Stop defeating
Huh?
You sound like a ghost.
I mean,
You're thinking asking about
Because I'm pretty sure Iris can say no. But Iris would be good.
like regression, not in art class, but it's talking about how you can have a regression on that ball with quadratic. Regression on that ball.
that's too.
Yeah. I mean, that's
No one knows that's too besides Bryce.
Yeah, right.
ask Bryce to teach you stuff.
I mean, I could, but like, how do
Oh, Brad's come back. Take it.
you can ask him to like help, like if he knows. I can send him this and see if he knows.
He probably knows some stuff, but not all the things.
Because he took stats last year.
Takes that
He took
this year.
stats last year, and then he took stats from Princeton. The thing is, right? In my stats class last year, there was 7 seniors. Everyone else was senior. Like my entire class was seniors. Half of them were 81 seniors.
Avadesh can do stats too, right?
Yeah, I would actually get online last year. So
Oh, you take it online, but online's weaker though.
I think he's got a but he's also he's out there. He's very smart. So I mean,
Oh, he's rich. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think whether or not he learned it from online or in person would have affected his ability to do it anyway. He's really good at it. So, I mean, it depends on what you want. I'm telling you that.
No, I don't have better option. It's like it's not like I know the ideal candidate will be Iris, but Iris I'm pretty 90% she will say no to me. Because she said no to me before, so I'm pretty sure Avery already said no, but if it's Iris would be the best.
Yeah.
Aiden, are you in stats?
Do you want to do it or no?
What?
He doesn't want. He would rather do calc. I would rather do calc. I don't blame him.
I'm just telling you. I'm just saying what I think is like objective.
But my option of Omar or him, I'm gonna pick him. No offense to Omar. He's smart. He's quick, but he's not completely always there sometimes. But yeah, now if it is him, he's not available. Omar would be the second best choice. Ideally, Iris would be probably better than shift right now.
One thing that you could do is add Cooper. If he has any, like maybe juniors who are really good at stats.
Yeah, but if he isn't good at stats, they're probably in calc. Or may not be.
If you're a junior, because then like how many? Wait, is there like a cap on how many people you can have competing?
No.
Really?
Well, right now, there's multiple schools ask me to put 3 teams. They can bring 3 teams.
Bring 3 teams.
I don't mind to put 3 teams because I can nurture my AB kids.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say yes to that. OSS didn't say allow because their space is so confined. So that's what we have more space. So we definitely can do 3 teams. I can even put. I'm gonna ask them if I can do 4 teams because I want to put all my AB kids on the team.
I mean, most of it's calculus anyway. So I didn't even. There was no pass.
Yeah, I mean Eli scored higher than some of you guys. And Eli,
Screw you.
wait, what did you score?
70.
Yeah, Eli scored 80.
Damn.
Yeah, it's Jordan Raj. Yeah,
Mediocre.
Eli
What?
score higher than you guys.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Higher than Jared too. Yeah,
Well, Jared's washed.
Jared's kind of wild.
Jared didn't leave anything blank.
He's really
That's
washed.
right. Jared answered more questions correctly than Eli, but he answered everything. Eli didn't answer.
Yeah, he went 16 questions right, 14 questions wrong because he just answered every question.
It's 0.
Jared's too confident.
I don't know. I think he guessed. He in fact forgot right out of time.
He probably did guess, yeah.
He forgot probably about that. That's what I did. I guess. That hurt me more than it helped me. So that's my honest opinion.
Well, we're gonna analyze. But if you don't mind, do you think we can ask you help for this test?
I mean, probably, maybe. I'm gonna have to do some analysis myself. So I will do one of these tests. See how well I can do after I've looked over everything.
Yeah, I mean, I there's a benefit for both. One is practice for AP exam calculus if you do calculus, and the other one is just like general knowledge stuff. It's gonna be like also help the team because I'm gonna put my son on the geometry. Now he's only one person, so he probably gonna score 35 again.
I mean, the goal is not to replace people. The goal is to replace points. You know, like Moneyball. That's the goal.
Yeah.
You can get
So,
points. It doesn't matter what people you have.
yeah. And I'm
So I'd rather you pick a choice in which you're more likely to get points than a choice that's more likely to help for me personally, like get knowledge or whatever. Sort of my eyes. So no.
Elise is good too, but I'm thinking about
So wait, who do you have on the one team?
Elise. How good are you in stats?
She's really good at that.
Wait, what's your SAT reading? Yeah, because it's a lot of reading. I think she'll be a good choice.
Yeah, that's true.
So who do you have currently?
I don't know, Elise, would you do it or no?
I do stats and calc 690.
I need you both, honestly, but I'm gonna be honest.
Let me know if you are
All right, well, what we're gonna do? Are you sure you don't mind?
Oh.
No, I figured it out. I was worried that
What did you say? Elise is better than Jared, though.
I don't know.
So did you?
Jared's not watching.
No, I think.
I forgot that Jared had stats.
Is he in your class?
Yeah, he did get out here, but he's still. But he scored like. No, it's okay. Like,
Are you in stats?
You started, bro.
No, yeah, you can.
Now.
I think I
Honestly, I think if I walked in from
Go to your pen or you
use pen, I had to send all my application.
you got honors or you have?
That's it, I just did that application. I rescinded it, so I don't know, like,
Well, you resend it right after?
yeah, it's not here, they're gonna like take over. Whatever, I'll just rescind it.
Did you get honors? I know you wanna apply for honors, right? No, you, some
Yeah, you also went out, but like, you know.
It's just still in New York. It's not much. I'm still applying for work like the thing is that it was not only in June 90, but they made you apply to like a
Oh, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, did you want to think here? Yeah.
I know, it's like.
Everybody wash your hands.
Do you think you have time that day or no?
I know.
I'm really good.
That I talked to says that he sees people that don't wash their hands.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, I'm not that good at that.
Everybody wash
no,
their hands.
does that mean?
No.
I don't mind,
Maya.
I'll do it.
because you guys will be good. Like, it's gonna be collective for the team, it's not like individual tests sometimes. Individual tests doesn't count. Either at least Iris 20%. But if she say yes, it'd be awesome. And then you, and then.
Oh,
It's so funny. I think it's adorable. Okay, I like young
I don't know yet. Well, it depends on the printer's working. If the printers should be working
I feel
tomorrow.
like it's gonna be,
Printer just, the tuner, they just got in like tomorrow.
I'm far at lunch for instant after school.
We'll see. I have her now.
But then I just do it on Mondays. Do that. To
Why
do
don't
it
you
just
just
like,
like write a question?
and I just do it on the board.
No, like do a paper.
Oh.
I mean, I can print.
Wait, does that picture not work? Does that picture not work?
So, did
Did you look over individual competition question? Can you answer more?
I think now that I know what I'm doing,
Okay. First team stay the same. Second team is gonna be. They were asking if we can do 3 team. Do you think a 3 team is a good idea?
Probably.
Don't have to wanna do 3 team. 3 team will be good for like nurturing for the next year's group. Put like Lucia, Eli. Lucia, Eli.
I don't see anything in the rules to say.
Now, there was one time people because the competitions. We allow it, we can break it. I'm probably gonna do 4 teams. Anybody who won't join. Because a bit would be good on the team.
Or the either either also.
3, 16, 2,
You need to know that. We can do 6 and 4.
1,296.
They know that.
And then what's 4 times that?
What times that?
I think this is the correct answer.
What do you mean?
It's it's 4C on the
So this is
on the most recent thing.
Here's 49.
That's not right.
Right. And here's the same like. This 49 is 54. Only people before that.
No, you guys are way better than last year for sure, but I mean, every year it's always the
You're
same
not
thing.
supposed to do the.
10% less.
Ethan, you're not supposed to solve it.
We were more consistent.
You're just seeing if it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing it for those just to be like, hey, I wanted to make sure I know the process.
But it's like an average.
But if it's gonna.
So it ranges from
That's a lot.
Yeah, I realized, okay, maybe this one isn't
Yeah.
supposed to be done. That's a very small.
80 questions.
Yeah. Yeah, they were here. Oh, didn't know. I think I'm bad.
So you go to some.
That he's had this.
Yeah, but they back and stuff.
I mean, me.
You went up. Last year you kind of like.
Yeah.
Well, I think that last 3 questions kind of saved you.
Yeah, no, I got lucky.
But what question you can do though? It's the shortest distance that you can do that.
Yeah, I
You know how to do that. Because that's just an optimization. All right, so at least right now, let's help out Sophia. See if we can help Sophia get better score. What, you have something to do, Sophia? Okay, so I'm gonna look at a cheating test.
Yeah, go ahead.
You already look at the you already look at the test for the calc.
Also, that's like getting slightly easier.
Slightly easier, and also last year was harder. Yeah.
3 years ago was pretty tough. And then last year was harder.
I'm gonna airdrop this to you, Sophia, and you don't have to do the easy question. You just need to ask Anthony on the question you don't know how to do. Is that okay? File, download. So don't worry about a question you know how to do, because there's no point in doing the question you know how to do. You just skim through which question you know how to do. You know what to do, and then just worry about the something you're not sure about. So that way we can get you better on other things. Or maybe you and Anthony both can work out. Wait, is your iPhone 373? That's a weird number.
What's your 373rd iPhone? You're living in a lap of lemon.
I think this is all not that bad. From what I've seen.
Let's make sure to
Also, we didn't have as much easy kids this year. We had more A kids. This year than last year. That came.
Yeah, but they also have less ability too. As a group, they have less ability.
I mean, a lot of them are soft. They could have like more time.
I know like the best one, 3 or 4 best one is Eli, Alejandra, and there's Fabian. He's actually really good.
He wasn't here.
No, he wasn't there, but he's really quick. But he's moving to different school next year.
Wait, who's the person who competed under Elise?
That's Emily. No, she. I mean, for what it's worth, like she never passed any of my tests, and she got.
Yeah, which website have you been using for like looking at finding scholarships?
There was.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's
Like,
like
there's-
50 websites that all do like the same thing. It's
Dude, I forgot to finish my 2010 chart. I forgot. There's some like specific
I
ones.
think the Lions could definitely do well. I feel like
God, I'm gonna be called fat ass. I'm eating 16
What?
roast
like-
up. Like,
people like
don't even play it. That's all.
Okay, but when we're the little ones like that, it's like 16 is
I
like,
feel like
that's
they
like
have-
4 chocolate.
Well, I can teach him
It's 40.
integration by parts. I can teach him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, wait.
I really want to Chris. I really want to see Chris do well.
But, who's crazy? You could get scholarships that are like catered towards
Did he
what
call?
you like to do.
Yeah, but he didn't
Yeah.
bubble in anything. They just snatched his bubble sheet.
They do.
So he got a last place.
I don't think-
No, he didn't get last place. There's somebody got like 24. That means
did you see this though?
You can also just look up. There's a lot of websites. That have
he actually scored lower.
Yeah. Like I'm using like.
I'm trying to recruit Lucas's brother, but he refused to bring his brother. I heard he's just as good as Lucas.
Yeah, no, dude.
Full, right?
I look at these and it's
I
like, oh, here's for all these demographics.
Have you met him
and it's
before?
like, I'm none of these demographics.
Is he like different than Lucas?
Well, I mean,
I did find my dad and I
It's
found
been a
one
while. That was like back in
hey,
the-
people who want to go into engineering in
Alright.
Florida
I don't think
who
it's-
are Christian. And it's like,
Oh, you guys went to the school?
yes, they
I
may.
know.
what are the odds? So I have.
I heard
like,
he's very smart.
I have a couple that
Makes sense. I mean, Lucas.
But
Usually
all
siblings-
like what's the likelihood of me winning? Because it's like there's only one winner.
We might get your brother to do the geometry. But they'll teach his son. Like, my son says she's horrible.
Because
Oh,
I can check.
Yeah, he's. Lucas on it.
No,
Yeah, he's on
right?
it.
I can check it. She was calling me. She's like, "Hey, you're okay." Like, oh my god, you like working on like. I'm like, I didn't check yet. And she's like, oh, sorry. And she's like, it's okay, we're together. And she's like, I love the She's like,
How does she know?
because her boyfriend works there, so she knows everyone who got it. Like the staff and everyone. Yeah, but her sister like just told her.
Okay.
So when she texted, when she said that, I still hadn't checked when she texted me, and I was like, I'm gonna check now. Like, and then I checked, I was like, oh, it was even worse. And y'all was like, no.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I don't want to bring it up. I know totally. Really?
There's nothing I can do.
That's true. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't even think it's you. You know what I think it was? I think it was because of vet.
Because their vet program is like super competitive, right? I think it's hard.
So like I don't even think it's because of that until I dropped my GPA.
Hate it's hard.
What do you see this time?
No, what do you have? in spirit. Chirino.
You're not dead. Okay. Whoa, you're not dead. After you're talking, let's make our little cute.
Yes. We can still call each other.
Yeah, we can go. I'm not going to
He's sad.
After you just spoke, I just got an email from oh, stupid Aretha. I don't care, Aretha.
What?
My name's Aretha. I'm supposed to welcome you. Guess what?
Did you get a package in a minute? Is he playing music?
I am playing.
Oh, okay. I thought Mr. Davis.
Thought you were what?
I thought Mr. Davis.
That was not me. No, wait, that was me. That was not Mr. Ye.
Okay, this is all I have to do to answer this question. All Anderson color deficiency. Number 1. I think it's a phone.
The phone is ringing.
How is All County?
Yeah, maybe use my funny little software.
It's okay, I just got eating on tennis today. I can't. Every day I've been eating healthy, egg for breakfast, yogurt, honey, fruits, stuff. Today I made French toast. Then I proceeded to eat 4 Girl Scout cookies.
It's okay. One day is not going to sit you.
Yeah, but it's not time, so I have to go home and walk.
One day is not going to put you off your.
You act like you're gonna
Last year I gained 8 pounds because I ate so many Girl Scouts. I'm not kidding.
Well, the implication is that you ended up losing it, so it's temporary.
Yeah, yeah.
At the moment, you're guilty about
Yeah, bro, I was like busting through my shorts. I had to give away some of my jeans. I wasn't too mad at someone tried. Mom, I can't fit in, but some of them I was upset. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, though, it's okay. I'm back. Hopefully we don't get back. Donut beta. Yeah, because fruits equals happiness. Girls cookies equals happiness.
Exactly.
Fatness and happiness wrong. Wait, they don't like fat. Oh, you doing math comp practice?
He's like, you have to get better screens.
Okay, so what do you do?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm horrible at this. Limits are my.
You do not like alcohol?
Okay, yeah, you can do ln. ln1 equals n ln of n over n minus 2, and then you can make that ln of n minus ln of 2. Because when you divide, you subtract. The reason I know this is because I was literally just like, people, they're doing this right now. Wait, the reason that it's recessive
Is because there's carriers.
Oh, what is present? Oh, okay.
You're right.
Thanks, Ethan.
I want to go home.
I love how she sends text messages and open their group chat at 11.
Oh, does he want me to raise my hand? I was awake.
I wasn't awake the one song. Beta, if you want, you can help me write a talking point message chat. Yeah, here. Here we go.
I already got it.
Okay, yeah, you read it out loud.
I'll just send it to me.
Can I read it? You read it out loud. Okay, right?
Attention, all parents.
Attention, dear parents. It's like attention is kind of like.
It's like in explanation for like parents. Okay.
Dear parents, we are so excited to
Oh.
just say that. Those that announced that our upcoming math competition,
Are you typing for Mr.
no,
Ely?
we should write. Dear parents, we're so excited to be hosting our first math competition at Olympia, February 15th. Okay, yeah.
Our first.
There are carriers. There are carriers.
We'll be excited to be hosting our. What?
We're excited to be hosting. We're excited to be We are excited to be hosting
I already told that.
a math.
Not the passive aggressive.
We are excited to be hosting a math competition on February 15th at Olympia.
Not completion.
Is Mr. Yates
That's Anthony Nugent.
when?
On Saturday.
Hi, Anthony. Can you say your last name when? We're writing the message for you. We're so excited for the math
For
competition.
me?
Yeah. Saturday,
What are you
February.
gonna send me?
Saturday, February 15th. We are in need of parent. We're in need of parent volunteers to proctor and ensure that we can ensure that the proctor and ensure the proctor
Wait, can we not get Oxford?
to
Can we not get Oxford?
Yeah, you are doing the piece though.
Oh.
Because we need parents
And
to do
help-
the
and
individual.
help
That's what it
us
is.
run-
OSS. She started this as like parents volunteer.
No, and to proctor and help us
Because
run.
that takes the most
We need them to help
manpower. Like who does, you don't need to know math.
help us run.
Individuals, you just need to know like.
Are we giving parents food?
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, what time will they need to be
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out money.
here? What time will they need to be here?
8.
Say we can't do this without you, so we really
Well,
appreciate
to the end.
Let's do it.
To arrive at.
It's like a lot of people are gonna arrive at 8:30. So,
Oh my gosh, it's not looking at hoodies are real.
When will they be done?
for individuals, they'll do both.
Why is my name in all caps? Wait.
I need to figure out some of those coming. Some.
Oh, she's cooking.
Some of those more, yeah.
The one you have and will be finished around 12:30. We cannot do this without you, and we really appreciate the help. Do they have to like text you or something to tell you that they're gonna volunteer?
Just text me back and I'll because we don't want like 20 people. We need like 60. Just say we need like 6 to 10 people. So I don't want like 20 people and us have to reject us.
Hey, but at least if we have more, that's better than less. What observation stuff?
Wait.
We'll need around 6 to 10 volunteers. If you're interested, please let us know. We can't do this without you. Exclamation point. Another exclamation. Perfect. And then please respond to this message if you are.
I said please last time.
What observation?
So are we going
Maybe 8:30.
8:30?
I don't want to give them food.
What observation says that the inheritance is different than what you had said? 200 individuals are able to use it.
Let's switch.
So how
It's
you?
like I shouldn't have wrote there. I have no space now.
Oh.
That's how you pronounce your last name?
Yeah.
I
I don't know why I thought it was muted.
Probably there's 7 generations.
I don't know, and I just fixed it.
Doesn't matter. I just submit it.
Okay, what do I have to write? Okay, that one I'll write. How do I explain this?
The video explained it. Actually, no, you might have to find it. Video this. Maybe this first.
Can you put this?
I'm beginning.
This isn't me. I just said there are unaffected carriers that have children with the gene.
You said they have children with the gene.
Okay, this thingy, I did like most of it, but I didn't finish it.
A world of hues.
We're excited to have some conversation. We're new to the future parents will arrive at 8:30 a.m. We will finish around 12:30. We will be around 6 o'clock. The finish is closed. No one can see that. Yeah, same thing.
You need Jade's rose. Wait, what?
Oh.
That is Jade. That is red.
You need Jade's brother. Oh wait, you do have Jade's brother.
That's Jade's husband. What?
No.
That's not enough space.
Jade, that's her brother. Oh, Reed. You need Jade's brother, Reed.
Oh no, I said I don't know.
He's so small. And then
I love
he's
category chart.
infected.
With what?
She's affected. And you need her dad,
Call her that and
who's infected. Chloe's infected.
can I just send some shit?
Yeah, it's good.
Can I just do this and everything that you?
Useful.
She says only need 8 classrooms. So this building should be enough.
She I heard you were late today.
Yeah.
Also late, like it's hard.
8:20.
To be granted, I didn't know it was.
Walk industry.
Wait, so there's like 8.
You should know my first period is never early.
I was there.
That's why you took out first grade.
I'm still late.
Ew.
Okay.
Also, Jade is a girl.
It's a boy.
Grandmother Jade. You know what you should do?
This whole
You
thing is messed
You
up.
should change this to a girl so that way you can put Reed right here. So make this the
You know what? I'm just gonna do some loose leaf paper and redo this whole thing. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a mess.
half of this.
Y'all realize there's an entire cabinet of paper.
Oh, right.
I actually don't want this paper.
Man. Oh, is it?
It's blank.
Thank you.
You
Okay.
have
What time is lunch?
have
Lock
resources.
Lock in beta. I have 4 minutes. Oh my god, let's do so.
Okay, this. Then,
Yeah.
okay. I don't remember it.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so I messed this up so badly.
Have you found?
Yeah. I put the girl and the boys. I switched them.
You put the girl.
Also, homosexuality doesn't exist on the pedigree chart. How did I do that? Oh my god, you can't hate children. I mean, you can. You can't. Mess. No, this like his sisters are married on here. This is not right. Oh, poor baby guy. You know,
Really nice.
you can mark incest by a double one. Yeah, on a pedigree chart, if there's incest, you can, the way that you mark them is like you like do double.
You're probably gonna get bonus one.
Well,
Wait a second.
no, it's ridiculous.
It's like this one, Alabama.
It is that. Okay, this one is just a normal one.
You gotta have like genetic defect.
Wait, this one did both versions. For the sneezing one. Oh. Did it hit?
I'm so small.
It's dominant.
Who has it? Him or his wife?
The dad and the kids.
The
Oh,
mom doesn't have it. gonna just put Noel.
It's Noel.
His name is Noel.
Yeah. That's his last name.
Okay, I'm just being joking.
Noel, like N-O.
Noel.
No, that's 2 L. Oh, no. But he said Noel. Yeah.
I'm done. Okay, wait. Achu. We're just gonna go with an A. Is he recessive or no? Would it be AA or A lowercase a? Because that is what you know. What I'm
This
saying?
one's most on the corner, and
You know what I'm saying?
also like
Like-
have access.
How would it be? How
But
would
we
it
need
be? Would it
a
be
he.
hetero,
And then need
homo,
skin.
homozygous?
Okay.
Would it be homozygous?
You can ask.
Do I just put like A and
Yeah.
I can do that?
No, they would have to be heterozygous because they can only get. Oh,
Would it be A lowercase a?
no. They have to be heterozygous.
Oh, yeah.
It's all they can get is A. How do you park this?
Trying to remember songs so that I can download.
Literally, I forgot to do the theme. I always forget how to phrase it. Like, you know, because did you end with the themes players?
I did okay.
So you can look at that test and see which one. Maybe
The first week.
we know how to do it. Yeah, that test is not.
Which test? The one that you already did?
Oh, wait, you don't need it there.
Oh, I got you.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so wait, should I just do all the, should I just do those practice tests? Like that?
It's a test.
Should I do
You can do any test.
any test?
Yeah, you can do any test. I just do most recent test because the most
Okay, I'll do the one from-
closest one.
that you did. I'll do the one that you did.
Yeah, you can ask me.
And I'll ask.
How are you?
And if I be helpful.
So the sentence is gonna prevent getting DACA hits from college.
What is that?
What's that?
She's not in it.
Dreamer,
What?
dreamer, which is not
Something happened that she.
people who are. I don't know how that works. DACA is what? Dreamer is what? It's a people
No,
who.
dreamers and doers is different.
No, dreamer is DACA. Yeah.
That feels like a marketing business.
No. DACA means no, DACA means something else. I know that's what Black means. But that
Oh, you're talking about something else.
I'm talking about immigration status.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna stop and they can come in already.
No, they can come and, so, yeah, I can come and take people kids at school.
That's
There was literally a story on the news where they literally took someone who was like a citizen. I took them because they were Hispanic. No, because my thing was like the whole
no, that's
people like I get people are like, oh, there's a wish, but this is what they want. Like I genuinely don't understand people like it's
no, this is part of the scary.
no, it's scary. I have friends who are like literally scared that they're gonna get taken.
I taught the student.
Like there's really people there's like a fan group, and some people aren't gonna go because they're scared they'll get taken in New York. It's real life.
pretty impressed.
What?
He said, "What's up, man? What's up? What's up, bro?"
Oh.